Indexes have been going sideways for literally months now, but specifically in a very tight range between 671 and 695 on SPY for at least 2 months now. And that's as tight as we can go without a breakout or a breakdown. And the longer we go sideways, the more violent the move is going to be either direction. I don't know which way it's going to be. I'll just listen to the market if it's going to do it, and when it's going to do it, because we don't know. If anybody says they know, they're full of it. But underneath the surface, a lot of stuff is going on, right? And if you looked at the indexes, you wouldn't think your stock would be down 50% or up 50%. But there are stocks that are doing very, very well. There are groups of stocks that are doing very well, and there are groups of stocks that are absolutely in the toilet. And most of the stuff in the toilet is the ones that Wall Street decided a couple of months ago, compressing the PE valuations, right? Anything with high growth is getting absolutely shot, even if the earnings are meeting or beating expectations, they're just getting shot. That tells you something, right? So if your holdings are high beta, high PE, high valuation growth names, you're suffering last 2 months. And that includes many major names that a lot of people talk about. But that compression is continuing. And does that mean even after massive sellouts on these stocks, that the stocks are cheap? No. But what is happening is that there's definitely rotation going on. Rotation meaning, when Avedian sold into the hundreds of billions of dollars the last 2 days, where's that money going? It's not going to T-bills. It's going into the market. It's going into certain groups. It's going into consumer cyclicals. It's going into base metals. It's going into precious metal miners. Yes, those are not massive, mega cap companies, but they are big companies, right? And it's going into gold. It's going into silver. It's going into treasuries. So money's always rotating. Money cannot sleep. And if you are asleep at the wheel holding something that's already down 50%, with the index is only down 2%, what's going to happen to that stock if the index sells off 15, 20%? It's going to be ugly. It's going to get cut in half again. So my goal is to inform and educate. None of this is financial trading or investment advice. Do your own due diligence. As much as I know, I don't know. I'm learning. I'm experiencing things, although it helps quite a bit to have seen all the possible horror movies in the past. And there are some veterans who understand what I'm saying. And but if you're a newbie meaning I call everybody a newbie who started during the pandemic, because 5 years is really not enough time for you to understand the markets. And you had a wonderful time for 5 years. Not bearish, and I don't wish a bear market, because in a bear market, if we do experience a bear market, I think a lot of people are going to get wiped out because they're still stuck in the stocks only go up mode. Yes, over long periods of time, stocks go up. Great company stocks, not companies like HIMS and things like that, or some super high valuation, no earnings companies. Stocks like Amazon's and Meta and Microsoft, and maybe not as much, but Google, and all these stocks do benefit from a market. So a rising tide, right, will lift all boats, and it's not lifting Mag 7. That's why the indexes are stuck, but it's lifting a lot of other stocks. And the massive amounts of money that's coming out. First of all, institutions, when there's a sell-off, what do they sell first? They sell the most liquid stocks. What are the most liquid stocks? Well, that's the Mag 7, Mag 10, right? So money goes out, but money goes into something new, rotates into something new that doesn't have as many shares as these companies do. So the moves are actually exaggerated on the ones that they're benefiting from the rotation. And it seems like to me, rotation is something you can easily figure out on your own. It's really not that difficult.